Hi, my name is Sunday Mahaja. I'm originally from Nigeria. At the time, I'd always wanted to be an athlete, a basketball player. So I moved to England and traveled quite a bit. And I got contacted by an agent who connected me to Goshen College. So I came to Goshen College as a student athlete. And since then, after I graduated, I've remained in the city of Goshen. While I was in college, I picked interest in sculpture after meeting my professor at the time, John Michler, who's also a sculptor, and now he's my mentor. When I took sculpture, I saw that it was coming to me more naturally, and there wasn't my kind of style very common in these areas. I always describe myself or my work as someone who breathes life into discarded material. So I take recycled metal and I give it a new life, which is not something that is so much common in this area. So usually my process from collecting metal to becoming a finished product would be me just sorting for different metal based on their shape or the thickness. Unlike most artists or most sculptors, they will already have an image in their head they wanted to create or have a sketch. I don't really sketch. I'm not a sketch type of guy. So I collect the metal, and in the process of me thinking of something to make, whatever shape that I could see in the metal would determine where I'll go from it. So if I want to make a bird, for example, I take a metal that doesn't quite look like a bird, but I put the pieces together once it starts to look like a bird. So I use my MIG welder to put the metals together until I could get a definite shape that I want. And then I go through the process of grinding it down to take like all the old oil and rust out of it to give it the distinct look that I want it to look. There was one series of pieces that I made. It was called the Holy Family. So the Holy Family, which I have them in the yard there, is a mother and child, basically Mary and Joseph. So it will be the nativity scene from the Bible. At the time I made that, immigration was a thing everyone was talking about. And as an immigrant, I always take ideas of what is going on around me to put it into a piece that I'm creating. So in my mind, I thought like the oldest immigration story that I could think of would be Mary and Joseph leaving Bethlehem and running away from the law and all that stuff. So immigration has always been a huge part of my life, because behind every work that I put out there, there's always a story about it. And most people like to hear the story behind each work. And that way I get them engaged, because primarily my work could be also described as me taking something or event that has happened in the past and recreating it in my own way for people to see. And one typical example would be the Mount of Hiroshima, where the US Marine are raising a flag on the Mount of Hiroshima. So I took that photograph and I recreated that in metal. So there's always that intricateness into my work that people like to know where the story is coming from. So the people who buy my art are very important to me. I started off selling my art to people in the community. They're very supportive. They'll come out to my shows, to my talk, and follow me when I go to shows, even outside the community. And they've been supportive by buying and encouraging me and pushing me to the next level.